everyone. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall, with my sidekick, my buddy, my pal, Dangerous Dave. We are here this morning, and certainly glad to be here. The whole gang is here. Nathan is back at the helm, and our producer Kurt's up top. The boss, Heather Byers, is here with us this morning, and how do I say that? The other boss, there's my phone, thanks. Our other boss, not the least important boss, is not here, but it's his birthday today, Roger Byers' birthday today. We want to wish him a happy birthday. And, of course, Fast Eddie, still here, doing what he has to do for his parole. And we're all glad that you're all here. Look at all the people here. Good morning, everybody. Woo-hoo. This morning's show is brought to you by Pop-Tarts, the maker of Pop-Tarts, of course, Kellogg's Pop-Tarts.
We're not sponsored, but...
Yeah, we're not sponsored.
But we would like to be if Pop-Tarts decides to give out sponsorships.
Yeah,
we'll take that sponsorship.
We have enough Pop-Tarts now.
Yeah.
Because I only eat them, once in a while. So now we got killed with them. But that's always good. What we could do instead of this is announce guitars and see if people will bring us guitars.
Hey, there you go.
Well, see, normal people collect bobbleheads. Bobby collects Pop-Tarts.
No. Two things. One, you are a bobblehead. And two, I'm not sure that we would say anything normal when compared to Fast City. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
You've been a little under the weather. We were worried about you.
Yeah.
You better now?
Yeah, much better.
Did you get some medication?
Sure.
What'd you get? Nothing good? No fun stuff?
Nah, I don't know. I just hand-me-down stuff. Here, I'll take that.
Hand-me-down?
What you got? I went knocking on the neighbor's door.
So what do you got? Yeah.
Imodium.
Yeah, Imodium. Yeah, that'll stop whatever ails you. Well, we had a great weekend at the Orange Blossom Opry. I don't know if everybody was here, but the Diamond Reel was here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, always a fantastic show they do. But my all-time favorite, I guess we call them tour bands because all the bands that come in here are touring bands. And Brass Transit was here this weekend.
They're amazing.
Nice fellas, but boy, are they good. And that singer is, we were talking about that. If any of you want to learn to play guitar, you want to be a guitar player, if you go spend, say, a year in the back room with Dangerous Dave, they could be a guitar player. Would that be a fair assessment? You could play guitar. To what level, I don't know, but you could be a guitar player. But if you can't sing, you can't sing. And there's nothing you could do to make yourself sing like that guy. Because that guy is just
naturally gifted,
unbelievable. Yep. And I didn't get that gift, so there.
Well,
no.
Probably the best drummer that's ever walked through the doors, in my opinion.
Yeah, was he a good drummer too? Yeah.
Probably the best that's ever walked through the door since I've been here.
Nathan Smith says one of the best drummers that he's seen since he's been here too come through the door.
In my life ever, really.
In his life ever.
And
that's big. Because what are you, about 100? Yeah.
And we just had Carmine Appice in here too.
Yeah, you had Carmine
some
Appice
big
in
shoes.
here too.
But on the other hand, the last time they were here, not this time, I was backstage talking to the bass player, and see, all those guys know all those Canadian artists, big names that they get to play with, record with. And they were saying that Geddy and Alex of Rush were considering him if they were going to do another thing without Neil. Yeah, so that's a big compliment to have.
It is.
So considering that drummer, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Rush, they weren't any good, were they, Eddie?
No, that was fighting words. Cut his mic off.
Eddie loves the band Rush. I never understood their music. I tried to listen to their lyrics, and I could never understand that.
Yeah, they're not well, I shouldn't say that. They are lyrics people, but boy, you listen to that musicianship of those three guys. That's like Brass Transit's right there with them, man. They're tight. They're
the
really,
guitar
really
player,
good.
every one of the guys in that band were just awesome. And but I don't know why some people get that gift. That I always say, I guess everybody can sing. If I said sing, Mary Had a Little Lamb,
or everybody loves
somebody. But there are people that can sing, which I can sing, and then there's singers. I'm not a singer, and that dude is a singer.
He actually gave me a compliment and made me feel real good because he borrowed our Stratocaster back there.
Yeah.
And he said, "This is the best playing Strat that I've ever come across." So I forgot to check to see if it's still back there. He might have walked off with it.
It got swapped. It's a new color now.
Now, well, Dangerous sets up all the guitars around here. So we have a guy that when it's nasty work, we shipped our guitars out to him, and then Dangerous does all
I just do the fine setups.
the tweaking and the setup and all that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, they were just awesome. We should
That's
have those
after
guys.
years of being a guitar tech for Tiny Tim, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Dave, yeah.
You or Dave?
Dave.
Oh yeah. Shoot.
And don't forget Friday night we had the Swinger Head.
Yeah.
They were cool.
Yeah, they were awesome. They were good as well. That if you like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean they were real good
When
at
the
that.
shark bites.
Well, this was a big brass weekend, wasn't it? We had a bunch of horns in the house this week.
Yeah, we did. I think a bunch. Well, there'll be enough of that because this weekend the Malpas brothers are coming, and if you've not seen the Malpas brothers, y'all, you need to come see them. They got a little, I guess you'd call it shtick, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
You know, they're a little.
I would refer to them as campy. They're
As what?
Campy.
Yeah.
They're campy.
They're a little bit Smothers Brothers.
Yeah.
Kinda.
A little bit that because that one dude's funny. You know, part of their thing is him. They sing real good, but man, they sing all old songs. You know,
They can pick.
South of the
Smothers
Border.
Brothers Country Fried. That's how.
Well, it's all
Country
old
fried.
country, but it's good though. Come on, Eddie, you got to. You know.
Oh no, they're great, man. I love it. They do Haggard. They do all that old. They've got that feel, man. Their
Well, they
music's-
do old Johnny Horton
Yeah.
and South of the. I don't even know who sang South of the Border. Who sang South of the Border? Mark, you know? Marty Robbins. There you go. My
you go.
brother-in-law, who is also a plethora of country music information. Yeah. You what?
Huh? A question for me.
Already for Davey.
From Judy on Facebook. Dave, what brand of guitar did that guitar guy play with the Swinger Heads? It had the most mellow sound.
Oh, he had a really cool guitar. It's made by a company out in California called Kiesel. They used to be called Carvin, and
I didn't know that, really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Carvin was built by a guy named Bill Kiesel, and his sons were named Carson and Gavin. So he took a bit of both their names and made the name Carvin.
Yeah.
And that's how. And that company, they've been around since the '60s. It's that particular guitar that he was playing is one of their original designs. That's loosely based on a Gibson like jazz style guitar. He also had a 335,
Yeah.
a Gibson ES 335, but
That I almost took out.
with your mic stand.
It was a cool sound, though.
He's a great player.
Well,
I mean,
that
he's a
dude-
really spoken player.
That dude, not that he's not in Swinger Head or whatever they are, but he plays with a bunch of different people. That
Yeah,
guy's
he's from Orlando.
Orlando, and I've noticed that a lot of those guys, those horn guys, hire out. So they read, and so I may see them with this band and again with that band and that band because the Orlando has got a pretty hefty bunch of musicians over there. But that kind of stuff, I think it's probably because of Disney and people that played over there in that area because it's
Yeah, a lot of the horn players are out of the Disney parks.
drummers, guitar players, all those guys read and have to be very
Now, when he says read, he means literally
Yeah,
like
read, yeah.
notation, not just the Nashville charts like
read
we
music.
read.
Yeah, those guys had real music stretched out there across.
I used to could read, but I think I forgot how.
Yeah, I can read a little bit. I had to read to play violin because I was in the orchestra in high school.
Just you don't. It's one of those skills that if you don't use it, you lose
Yeah,
it.
it'll go away. Yep. That'll do. Let's see who else. Hotel California will be
Starting
here tonight.
tonight.
Yeah. So
3-day run.
3-day run with Hotel California. Every night sold out. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So if you haven't,
That's my other favorite tribute act that comes
Yep.
through here.
If you haven't got your tickets to see them, you are SOL. If you know what that means. And
Yeah, one of my new favorites are coming here. This Dewey's.
That's
Brothers
coming
Dewey.
up Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yep. I talked to him yesterday. You know what? I don't know if they're not from, but a couple of those tribute bands that have been killer, Brass Transit being one, and that Bob Seger band, were both from Canada.
And the ABBA was from
They're from Canada.
Yeah.
All those
the
Canadian.
the ABBA tribute and the Seeger tribute. They're they like do a lot of stuff together, evidently.
Yeah,
And they were all of them were really, really good.
yeah. I said, well, I'm glad you're here, just from Canada. Glad you're not pissed. So they were
The guys in Brass Transit
they're all
were
good.
they were real disappointed because when they finished here, they were going to Tampa to catch a plane back to Canada.
Oh yeah. Well, it's cold up there, so they're probably it's still winter up there.
They can have it.
Yeah, they can have it. It's now. If you're going to come to Florida, now's the time, everybody, because now's my favorite. What is it? March, April will be okay. Starting about May, not so much fun. July, we take the whole month. Well, you don't mind it, do you? Dangerous?
I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm originally from New Mexico, and it's nice and warm down there too.
Yeah. Well, I guess so. That's nice and warm. It's
See,
hot.
my son must have got some kind of weirdo recessive gene because he lives in Alaska and he loves it
Yeah.
up there.
Well, I think that if you were to move from here, like in August, that's exactly where you'd head for. We have the whole month of July off, though, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Also coming this weekend, then, we start our second week, Thursday night, of our
Rising Star.
Rising Star thing. And that Leanne Purvis, who was my cousin, my brother-in-law, who was Melvin Purvis?
I'm not sure.
Melvin Purvis, was he wasn't he an FBI
Oh,
agent?
FBI guy,
Head
yeah.
of the
Bonnie and
FBI.
Clyde.
Yeah, he was Melvin Purvis was one of the FBI agents after Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, you know who it was? You do? Yeah, you do, you don't. He's going, you up. She's going, I have no idea. She's going, I have no idea who you are. Gage Bolin will be here. He's awesome.
Yeah, Dalton Clifton is going to come back. He was the runner-up last week too.
Yeah, so they're going to let those guys do that. That's kind of fun. So the Rising Star thing starts this Thursday. I don't know if I have the order right, but then Friday night is the Malpass Brothers. That's
Yes.
right, and that looks like it's limited seats only, maybe being sold out. Y'all got to, if you don't know who they are, come see them. They're funny, but they, if you don't like that old country stuff, then that may not be the show for you because they play old Hank Thompson. You know that nobody will know this, but there's a very famous guitar player named Leon Rhodes.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Leon was the guitar player for Ernest Tubb for years, and then after that was the staff band. He was in the staff band at the Opry, at
Grand Ole Opry.
Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. So he's a pretty famous guitar player. And anyway, one of those guys in the Malpass Brothers, Travis, I think it is. Is that the guitar player's name?
I believe so. Yeah.
He has one.
Taylor.
He has
Taylor,
one.
Taylor.
Taylor's his name. Thank you. Yeah, Taylor has one of his old guitars, and
Yeah, the custom Gibson that Gibson made for him.
yeah,
It's like a crazy rare guitar.
$20,000. He doesn't need that. He may leave. Anyway.
Yeah, he might have to leave that one over here.
Yeah, and if that's not your bag, then the Doobie Brothers might be your bag.
But then Sunday.
Saturday, yep. Sunday is Sunday. Dangerous. In case you don't know, we have to be here at 10 o'clock in the morning. on
Oh,
Sunday. Yeah,
that kind of puts a.
yeah, that puts a damper
On
in it.
Sunday?
On Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to rehearse because our band will be.
We don't need no rehearsal.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking rehearsal. Our band will be doing Kenny Evans will be here. We're doing a Brooks and Dunn show, and if you're a Brooks and Dunn fan, here's what I said. And we're not a tribute band. I guess we are a tribute band. We are a tribute band on a bunch of different tribute bands. We are, but when the like Brass Transit, it sound just like the record, and that Bob Seger guy. He had Bob Seger right down. I mean, you close your eyes, it sounded like you were listening to the record.
He even looked kind of like a young Bob Seger.
Yeah, he did. I think Bob was fatter.
Well, yeah, but
Well, no. Anyway, but if you're a Ronnie Dunn fan of Brooks and Dunn, this dude sings just like Ronnie Dunn. He probably sings better than Ronnie Dunn now. He's unbelievable. So, and we learn all the songs again, just like the record. So
as close as we can.
so it'd be really good. So that's on Sunday, 2 shows, Kenny Evans, and I saw that's way up in there. There's a few tickets left for that. And then Wednesday, who I was not able to get a hold of to the powers that be. I left a few messages, but the DeSoto Tiger Testimony is this Wednesday. Holy crap! Is that this Wednesday?
That's just coming up
Yeah.
Wednesday. A week from.
No, not tomorrow.
I guess
No.
you're
Wait
going to
for
have to be here
tomorrow.
7 o'clock rehearsing now.
Hey, let me tell you something. We were, I kid around about this, but they said we couldn't open these shows because we're not a blues band. So just remember that.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge
Right.
accepted. Yeah, just remember that because we'll show up with our guns.
If there's any openings in there, we could always invite the lighting guy down to do a Joe Cocker song. That's kind of,
Yeah, you want? Do you know anybody that does Joe Cocker?
yeah, very well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I mean, what part?
Even
do you-
looks like him.
Do you do? Yeah, you come out.
Got the
and
bad
do you,
hair.
You take all the pills and stuff. And
I can do that, yeah. I just got to call my neighbor up.
When he, so long story short, Joe, I was on the same record label that Joe Cocker was, and I was at a Christmas party in Hollywood with Joe Cocker, and I was kind of more mesmerized by Anne Murray, but he was there, and pretty S-faced that he was, and they told me when he was recording that one song. I don't know what it was, one of his big records. He had to stop a couple times right in the middle of singing and go, he was sick, go throw up because he was drunk.
That's
drunk.
part of rock and roll, you know.
Oh,
just
okay.
kinda, yeah.
Well, I think we probably.
Recording session
Yeah.
at the bathroom.
Yeah. Cocaine.
Yeah.
That was what, remember the Eagles? Those guys, their budgets were $300,000 and $400,000 and none of them got paid. It was just their habits. All right, anyway. Where was I now? Oh, so are you what do you got?
I'm looking up DeSoto Tigers testimony because I'm not really familiar with these guys.
Yeah.
You from Louisiana?
Well,
They are from Louisiana.
No,
and,
not from Louisiana.
No, not these guys. These are DeSoto. These are the DeSoto Tigers, like the Detroit Tigers.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean it says that Jonathan Long is a Louisiana Music Hall of Fame inductee,
There we go.
That he is a Louisiana guy. They are Louisiana guys.
and something that I didn't realize that he the guitar player was the 2011 Guitar Center King of the Blues competition winner.
Wow. Oh,
Oh,
really?
you got to pick up your game. You're going to have to get here
Well,
at 5 o'clock in the
what's
morning.
funny about that is in 2011, I was the Texas winner for that same
Really?
competition.
Aha!
I actually won the Texas competition for Guitar Center's King of the Blues competition, and then I lost in Austin for the regionals. And I bet I lost to this guy.
Well, you need to come out and kick his ass.
Yeah, that's what I
you
would
need
do.
to
Yeah.
Send him back to Louisiana with his
We'll
tail
fix him
between
up
his
with some
legs.
special mushrooms.
Said, don't you forget that was Dangerous Dave that put that whooping on you. All right. Well, they should be awesome. It seems to me like the blues band, and it's just probably taste more than anything, but kind of started out musically. I was kind of like, okay, these guys are okay. But the last couple, 3, 4 people have been
Eric Johansson
like
was amazing.
crazy good. That girl was good. What was
Allie.
her name?
Allie Venable, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're not. It's not like it was like crazy good. Yeah, Eric Johansson was unbelievable. And
And
nice
speaking
kid.
of Eric Johansson, you saw that his new live record just dropped this
Yep.
week too, right? Yeah, and Eddie, did you pick it up?
Not yet, but that boy can play.
Yeah, man,
I
he's
think
awesome.
I did put it in my want list, yeah.
How old is he? Because man, he looks about 20.
Probably maybe early 30s.
Yeah, he's.
I didn't even think he was that old. I thought he was
Maybe.
like mid-20s, late 20s.
Could be.
He looks like a kid. Nice fella though. Really.
And his drummer, good night. That kid could
Yep.
play.
Another good guy. Yep, they were all.
And they're all New Orleans based.
All right. So on Saturday, talk about hot and cold at the Orange Blossom Opry. Meaning on Saturday, March 22nd, this girl, I don't know anything about her, but it's a salute to Tina Turner. And I saw Tina Turner once. I went to one of her shows. She also was on Capitol Records. And she had this keyboard player that was a gorilla. He was just muscled up and played keyboards, one keyboard on this side and one keyboard on that side. I'd never seen anybody do that before. Do they do that very often?
Oh, yeah.
They do?
Keith Emerson did. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. He had keywords everywhere.
Greg Giuffria used to do that too.
Well, but this guy looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger, though.
Yeah, he played sax too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Does Schwarzenegger play? Because it might have been him. I don't know. It was one of those big guys that had no neck. That's all I know. And so she'll be here on Saturday, March 22nd, which is kind of awesome because that's going to be rocking. And then Sunday, the next day, on the same stage, almost standing directly in the same spot, Rhonda Vincent. So
Yeah, a little bipolar action going here.
yeah, be a little bit different. Rhonda's always fun. She's always.
We love Rhonda
She
Vincent.
got a little shenanigans going. We're gonna have to figure out to get one up on her this year. So we'll. She's always fun.
I don't know. She got a little kickback last year from fooling around. People kind of called her out on it. So she might be behaving this time.
That's not gonna happen.
Can we just look? Can I? I better.
It's all in good fun.
Look, man. First of all, you can't keep everybody happy, right?
Nah.
So let me. What kind of car do you drive? Yeah, Larry. What? A Chevy?
Yeah,
What kind of car do you drive?
Chrysler.
Chrysler. What kind of car do you drive?
Chevy pickup.
All right. See, nobody drives the same car, right? Nobody likes the same music. Obviously, some people have difficulty with the
And he rides a Goldwing.
Yeah, well, and why would he? Because that's what he wants to ride. So all Rhonda did was come out and
And goof off.
goof off and have fun. Didn't do anything, just innocent. And then all these people started bashing her. They bashed her hard. And I felt bad for her. I even stuck up for her on her Facebook page and said, come on, y'all. Because some people get a little judgmental and a little bit too uppity. And that's all I'll say about that. Because Rhonda Vincent's a good girl. She's a lot of fun. And she's one of the sweetest people that come here. And she's, and for those people to do that, but that's what they do.
People are knuckleheads.
Yeah, people are knuckleheads anyway. So she did that one time when we were in Canada, and we were playing Trashy Women. And all of a sudden, this this blonde-haired chick with this red dress comes out in high heels, dancing around, crazy looking, and it was her crashing.
She was being the trashy woman.
She was the trashy woman, trashing Confederate Railroad show. Anyway, she's here. Awesome. She'll be here on Sunday. And then as we kind of finish up a march, Gary Puckett will be here. That dude is not a spring chicken, but nor am I. But boy, he sure sings good, and they had a lot of big records.
Yeah.
I don't know that I was a fan, but unless you lived under a rock, you hear "Young Girl, Get Out." I mean, you all know that song. Is there anybody that doesn't? If you don't, you lived under a rock or something. And then woman, nice guy.
And a great band. He's got a really good backing band, too.
Yeah, they wear those goofy-looking jackets.
Well, hey.
Yeah,
That's what they did in the day.
I have one, kind of like it, and I got one because I like their jackets. So,
Yeah.
so I have one. Here's what Gary Puckett is kind of cool. We have a bunch of different guitars in the back, and I have a guitar that's not so, not everybody would know what it is. Anyway,
Rare.
Very rare guitar. Gary Puckett walked in, he goes, "Oh man, that's a Howard Roberts jazz guitar." The only guy to ever know what it was. Everybody else goes in and goes, "What's that?" So I don't know, somewhere he ran across that.
Weird hollow Les Paul.
Yep, weird hollow Les Paul. We're here today also to take your questions. If you have questions in the audience, raise your hand. That's what roving reporter Mike is all about. He'll show up.
Hey, speaking of the audience and the crowd, I have to give a big shout out to Bonnie and Dewey.
Yeah.
Charlene and I went over to their place last night, and they made us Speedies. I'd never had Speedies before.
Is it like Speedos?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
It's
okay.
made out of
It's a marinated meat, and the thing is you marinate it for like a month or something, like 2 weeks, and then it is so tender.
Is that
Then you cook it like kebabs on the grill. You just and it cooks really fast
so you marinate it for a week? Is that like
for 2 weeks.
like
weeks.
leaving it in the refrigerator for 2
Yeah.
weeks? Is that
Yeah,
the same?
you just leave it in this sauce, and it soaks up all this sauce, and it breaks the meat down to where it's real tender, and it was awesome. It was good.
I've left
And then on top of that, she made a homemade pumpkin roll.
And you just stick it in pierogi, right?
Oh, that would be awesome.
I've left meat in the refrigerator for 2 weeks before, and then when I
Yeah.
opened up the door, I couldn't
Yeah.
tell if it was meat
I
or
don't.
if
It
it
don't
was,
look like I want to saute
it was
it.
cake. I said, "Is this cake, honey? Is this
Yeah.
a cake or is this meat?" I couldn't tell the difference.
Well, it was green and you had to mow it. Was it
Yeah, I
your
didn't know,
yard?
just shave a little off. Well, good for you. No, that's pretty.
Yeah, it was awesome. So thank you
They're
again.
called what? Speedies?
Speedies. Yeah, she gave me some of the marinades, so I'm gonna have to make some and have you over. or
I've
something.
never heard of that before, so that's awesome. Is that a Florida thing?
It's a New York thing, is what I
is
hear.
That's a New York thing.
A New York thing?
Yeah, it was developed in our area where we live up there.
Like that, so was the mafia, though, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not far from where they were in
Oh, yeah.
Appalachia.
Yeah.
All right.
Here,
all right.
eat this.
Well, I haven't seen that in a while.
Everybody missed that, but I didn't. That was funny.
Bob,
Oh, shoot.
Bobby.
Eddie. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
when you're playing the fiddle
Yes, sir.
and you start twirling the bow, have you ever had one take off on you?
I dropped one just a little.
Last week.
Yeah, last one I did it.
We have it
Was
on.
it 2
generally.
weeks? Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah, we have it on camera.
Yeah, I have. Let's just say it, not generally, but
I've got one better than that. Back in the late '80s, when spinning the guitar around your body used to be a thing.
Yeah.
I used to do that. Spin the guitar around your body. Well, one time, this was about 15, maybe 20 years ago. I was spinning my guitar, and the strap lock came off,
yeah.
and it went around my body and landed right on its neck, on the top of its headstock. Stood up for about 2 seconds and fell down.
Did it break?
No, but it was not in tune after that.
Oh. I knocked my dad's guitar over the other day. So out of all these acoustic guitars that I have, and a couple are pretty pricey, the one that stays in tune the best is this old Gibson. It's a 59. It used to belong to my dad. And so I've been playing it a lot because it sounds good. And Nathan, if I keep Nathan happy, that's all I care about. That's what we all do. You guys think we play for you. All we do is try to get Nathan to say, you guys did good. So we keep Nathan happy. Everybody's
Yeah,
happy.
he has the taser.
He's got the taser, right? If
You touch the mic and it shocks you.
yeah. And I don't know how I did it, but I stepped on something and it fell over.
And then it wasn't in tune.
Yeah.
But,
But
it
it's,
came back into tune.
it's still working. Pretty good. A lot of stuff going on still in April. You know, we don't slow down much in April. $1 Million Reunion will be here. The Piano Man generation.
I'm looking forward to that one.
They sold a lot of tickets on that. Dueling Pianos. So it's two guys. They put the pianos together. Is that what they do, Dangerous?
Yeah. From what I understand, and
And is it Floyd Kramer and Del Wood?
well, it's better. It's a father and a son.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Y'all know who Del Wood was?
No.
You guys aren't country music people. Del Woods was the piano player at the Opry, Grand Ole Opry for a
How are
long
the
time.
John Denver shows selling? Are they good?
Well, they always sell out. I
Yeah.
suppose they will.
Because
John Denver
it
will
was
be
John
here.
Denver. That's what.
Yep. And so they play the music. I didn't know they were father and son.
And they do Billy Joel and Elton John. So they'll be trading songs like that.
yeah.
So two big famous piano players.
He's not going to dress up like Elton, is he? Or
I
does
don't
he?
know.
I think that'd be better if he did. I mean, come on.
No, they said it
looking
don't.
like a big bumblebee.
I could lend him some of my stuff.
Oh yeah, Eddie's. If you
ball.
need like bizarre women's clothes, Eddie would be the guy to get a hold of because he's still has spandex.
Who was it that had that really wild outfit this past week? I don't know.
I don't know.
Who was here?
I don't
I
remember.
said I need those boots.
A guy or girl?
I don't remember.
All
Was
right.
it Diamond Rio? No, I don't
Oh,
think. it's
Diamond Rio. Oh, no, that girl doesn't wear. She wears just high shoes
I
and
don't
black
remember.
shoes. They don't wear that stuff.
Wasn't Jimmy Sturr? I know that.
Boy, but I'll tell you something, Eddie. I stayed for the. Did y'all come to the polka show? Anybody? Shame on you. Oh, you did. They were unbelievable.
Yeah, they were great. They're
You know,
really
and
good musicians.
I can't tell you that I'm a polka guy. You know, I mean, I told you when I was a kid, Sunday morning, polkas were on the radio, and I don't mean a radio. I mean a little radio that was about the size of this, like a box radio that sounded like it was in a tin can. That was playing, breakfast was being made in the kitchen, and you were going to church. That's kind of where we did Catholic church and polka music. So I guess I connect the same. When I think of Catholic church, I think of polkas. Then I think of those damn nuns, and then I'm really mad.
I went and got a picture from that show. There was a really cool picture that Karen took, and it had the dueling accordions. So I'm going to put that on my mirror. If you're having a bad day, think it could be listening to dual accordions.
Yeah, well, you know what he told me? He told me that I won't be able to think of his name. Producer Kurt up there, you can look it up. But that dude that played accordion on the Lawrence Welk show, I can't remember his name. Do you know what it is? Yeah, they know his name. Myron? Yeah, he was unbelievable. He was one of those guys, because the accordion, when you think about how difficult that is to play, it's this and that and chords and all that stuff is kind of, they said that he used to play after the Lawrence Welk show. He played with Jimmy Stewart. He said he toured with Jimmy, with Jimmy. So I thought I sat and listened to the whole show. I made it through however long he played.
Papas.
Yeah, no, they were strong. I thought they were just really strong.
Yeah, they were really good.
And were you even in the building, Eddie? No, he wasn't.
I had my headphones on, listening to John Denver. No, not really. No, they were really
John
good. They
Denver.
were really good. No, it was good. They were amazing. They were
Yeah.
top-notch musicians.
Yeah, I thought they were awesome. So I enjoyed them. Once again, we take questions on Facebook if you're watching. We usually have our little computer. What happened to that, Captain Kurt?
They're changing networks, is what he told me.
We had to trade them in for the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, we traded in the big screen that we had here with all the information.
You seen the
for
price of
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts lately? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, we have enough Pop-Tarts. That'll be good. Out of all those Pop-Tarts I got last week, I've ate one little package.
You just said something that reminded me. You're talking about being raised Catholic, and I'm Catholic, and
Yeah.
I grew up. And so my godfather, he was my uncle that confirmed me. Confirmation.
Oh, yeah,
He becomes your
confirmation,
godfather.
yeah.
Well, my godfather had a nickname for me, and my brother just reminded me of it when people have commented, and when they see on the lives that Keith and I both have little yellow rubber ducks on our amplifiers.
Well, I thought that was a Jeep thing.
Well, it kind of is, but people gave me a little duck that has a guitar, and
Oh, yeah.
they gave Keith a motorcycle helmet wearing little duck.
That must be why. So is that a Catholic thing?
Well, no. See, my godfather, it reminded me of my godfather when you said that about.
So it's
Catholics.
a mafia thing.
Well, kind of. No, but my godfather, his nickname for me was Patito,
Yeah.
which is Spanish for ducky.
Ah.
But so when I was growing up, a lot of my cousins, they always called me Ducky.
Yeah. No
But
kids. You want us
Instead
to
of
call you Ducky?
Dangerous Dave, it was Ducky Dave.
No, we're not.
Ducky Dave, yeah.
Oh yeah. Kurt
was that
gave
you
us
that
one.
gave everybody the ducks?
Well, I've got a few now, so some other people have
Well,
brought
I
me
don't
some.
think I got. I don't think I got one. If it's like the Catholic Church thing, you gave me a duck with the head pulled off, so I presumed it was
Kurt
one
has
of the
that. Kurt has
No,
that.
your duck.
one
had
of the
a-
nuns.
Your duck had a fiddle.
That's what Kurt does in his
Yeah,
spare
he
time.
did bring you a duck.
I don't
with
know.
a little fiddle on
Why
it.
didn't I see it?
Your duck had a fiddle on it. It was in your dressing room, but
In his spare time, he has a rubber duck farm.
Yeah. He raises rubber ducks. Rubber ducky. Wasn't
Hey,
that a
I've-
song?
I've been given 2.
Yeah, it was a song.
Fire ducks.
No, it was in Convoy. Big Ben, this is
Rubber duck. Oh yeah. That's what it was. Come on back and rubber duck. No, that was Red Sovine. Come on back and talk to Teddy Bear.
That was Teddy Bear.
I hated that song.
How did we get from
That
rubber
song was
duckies
so
to
damn
teddy bear?
depressing. I mean, I guess it was a good thing that he went and picked up this little boy and carried him around his truck. But my gosh.
That's what we used to call a wrist slasher.
Yeah.
10-4 rubber duck.
Yeah, well, one of the biggest songs is two of the biggest country songs you know are "He Stopped Loving Her Today," which is about a dead guy, and then people show up to hear Gene Watson sing "Farewell Party." It's
Which
all
is about a
dead
dead guy.
people. What the hell, y'all?
Oh,
Right,
we got a
question for-
Facebook question.
Come on.
Okay, so this guy, you guys have no idea who it is, but he wants to know: How many guitars does he have to fix at Bobby's this week?
Oh,
We know who that
We
is.
know
that's a
that-
hacker.
That's a hacker, man. That guy's probably
That's the guy that does the repairs that are beyond my scope.
Well, you know what though? I was if he's watching, I've been thinking about that old Gibson I have.
Yeah.
And there's a certain kind of pickup you can put into it that'll make it just sing. But in order to do it, you have to drill 2 holes in the bridge, and I haven't done that because I didn't want to,
Don't
mess
do
up
it.
the original guitar. They
Don't
keep
do
telling me
it.
not to do it, but if I do it, I can play the guitar, and now I could just.
Well, you can play it now.
Nah,
It just takes more work.
yeah, a lot
Oh,
more work.
there
I
we
want to
go.
just plug and play.
The secret
Come
is
in,
out.
Jam it in there and play. That's
See,
all.
this we if we're gonna go down this rabbit hole, let's talk about your wirelesses.
Hey, let's talk about me. There's my. I forgot about that. My brother-in-law is visiting with us for a while. He does my taxes, and he's done well over the many years to keep me from going to prison. But I forgot about this.
Or there was that one year.
Well, it was that 1 year. No, I bought. I can't. How many wirelesses have I bought?
At least 6.
At least.
You need to buy stock in Shure.
No,
See,
I bought.
well, see, that's the problem is he doesn't use Shure. He uses these little bugs
Oh.
that because he doesn't want a body pack.
That's that giant Chinese connection he had
And-
when he toured over there.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no, it was. I don't like those. I change guitars and I change straps. So a lot of you guys keep the same strap, and you have that stuff tied onto your strap, and it's hanging off.
Well,
your
see,
butt.
I put my body pack on my back pocket. That way, I can use any strap, any guitar.
Yeah, I probably need to go to that.
And I mean, they're a lot more
That's
expensive,
another
but they
write-off
work a
I
lot
forgot
better.
about. I bought 5 of those damn things this year alone. They're only about $100-something, $80 to $100
Yeah,
a
but
piece.
see, by the time you bought 5 of them, you could have bought my $500 one.
Right.
Don't be saying how much they cost, because Mark's going to say they're twice as much when he
Oh, right.
puts
right,
it in.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
right.
He just said they were $500 a piece. They won't check me out on that. Yeah, but I've got 2 again now that seem to be working. But then they work for a while, and then they quit, and then I don't know. And then I left my curling iron on one of them, burn it up. Another story you probably don't need to know about.
See, that's something that you just don't normally hear out of a.
Tell us about the curling iron.
Well, my hair is curly, naturally curly on the sides, but on the top it's flat. So I take a curling iron and curl the top of my hair sometime, and I set it over on this thing. I don't want it to burn the wall, so I got this little holder, and I set on it, and it leaned up against one of those wirelesses. But it didn't hurt.
We
It's
need to
just
get him
little
a
thing like that.
Con
Milked it a
Air
little bit.
sponsorship.
On air sponsorship.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe
no.
instead of Guitar Minute, we could have a time when you come out for the podcast and show everybody how you get ready for the show.
Yeah, how you curl your hair.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
some of you women ain't got
That'd be
nothing over
great.
on me. Trust me.
Speaking of guitar minutes, we're coming close to bringing out the Dangerous Dave
Oh
Guitar
yeah,
of the Week show.
when is that gonna happen?
Well, we've got one in the can, but I think we're gonna try to build up a little bit of a library so we can run them consistently.
And as soon as you said that, I forgot to ask Jimmy.
No, I was going to ask him, but he was so busy because that's part of what I say in the first show is that we're going to try to get some guests and
Yeah.
things like that, local and national guests. We'll try to do a Guitar of the Week, feature a prominent guitar or a favorite guitar.
Or even a wannabe,
Right,
like
right.
JR.
Well, I mean, that's why I say local. I wasn't saying wannabe. I said local.
Oh, sorry.
But no, we'll bring in guests, and then of course we'll. I think my first guest will be Keith.
Yeah, well, yeah, but and try to get some of these road guys.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who cares, but some people do about what the road guys are playing.
Yeah, because I want to do one with Malpas Brothers with that Leon Rhodes guitar.
Yeah, so he'll probably do that. We'll
that'd
ask
be
him
really
to do
cool.
that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So that's going to start right
Hopefully
after
within
the
a couple
podcast.
of weeks. Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll be awesome.
So everybody tune in for that.
Okay. Any more questions?
Oh, we're doing it today. The first one is airing today after the podcast.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
So
really?
tune in on Facebook and YouTube and all social media platforms.
So just stay right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Will
Oh,
they
it's
have
going to
time-
be the same stream.
Yeah, we're just gonna play it right after you guys get done.
Okay.
Oh.
We're
Will
gonna
they
go
have
right
ti-
into it.
Will they have time to pee or no? Just run right to the next.
Well,
Wham.
you know what? A lot of people are watching on
You
their
can
phone
take it
anyway,
right into the
so-
bathroom.
Well, yeah.
Just a little spoiler. The first one is basically a rundown of my rig.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. That'll be cool.
Well, that'll change every week.
No,
No, my rig
di-
doesn't
the
change
different
that.
was our-
guitars.
That
The
was our
guitars
last.
change,
No,
but
yeah.
the rig itself doesn't.
That was our last guitar player. He changed guitars and girlfriends every week. Remember that?
Sure.
Yeah. Where's our boss? She remembers that. It's in the back. Oh, this is a friend of mine. Right. What happened to the friend last week? All right. Yeah, No Danger's kind of. Well, we changed guitars a lot, but we changed guitars because
For a
of.
reason.
For a reason, because a different song requires a different guitar. But pretty much all of us
Sure.
up here
We'll go with that.
are running the same
Yeah,
rig.
see, you play rock and roll, you got to play a Les Paul.
Right.
You play the classic country, you got to play a Telecaster
Right. You
and you
can't
play-
you can't play Sultans of Swing
on anything but a Strat.
or Sweet Home Alabama
True.
on anything but a Strat. We were talking about that. I was talking about that with somebody about. So these guys, everybody learns the intro to Sweet Home Alabama. Some people don't play it right, but they get close. But why don't people learn the intro to Mama Tried right, or some of those other songs? Because it really bothers me when I see people play stuff, and it's like, dude, you're playing that way wrong. And if you just take another 5 minutes and sit down, you could maybe play it right. But anyway, that's.
I will say, Jake Reynolds took your advice to heart on that. And the last time I saw Jake
Yeah.
do Mama Tried, he
was
was
playing
doing
it
his
right?
best to get it right.
Yeah, Mama Tried's not easy to play, and probably.
See, I think that's the problem is people assume it's real easy and just kind of nickel and dime it, you know?
Yeah, well, the beginning of Working Man Blues, too, is the same thing.
I'll be the first to admit that I cannot play the intro to Working Man Blues correctly.
Well, it's easy.
It's just, well, because I can't count. So.
1, 2, 3, anyway, yeah. Well, it's all about that, about anything. Just take a couple extra minutes, and it'll all be fine. It'll all be fine. All right, well,
I don't have to worry about it because I got you.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I don't play much. I don't play much guitar anymore now that Dangerous is here.
But you do that one, and you do it really well.
Yeah,
So
I
there
play
you go.
that. I play Working Man. I think I play that. Sweet Home Alabama, Sultans of Swing, and a couple of country songs, and that's kind of it. I kind of become the rhythm guy, which is, that's also okay with me. Eddie, do you have a record for us today?
No, I didn't bring one out. I figured we just talk about people that are not here.
What about your laundry? Why do you have your laundry with you?
That's Chris's laundry.
Oh, Chris's laundry.
I'm
What?
keeping. He's got a lot. He got a big old bag of dirty laundry. No, just kidding. It's Willie Dice stuff for Chris.
Oh, yeah. Willie
Oh, shout out to Willie and thank
Yeah.
you for the sweater because I actually wore it last night.
Yeah, Willie brought us all Dice Contracting hoodies.
Yeah.
So everybody.
He brought me an extra small.
Did
yeah,
he?
Bless his heart.
Yeah, well, he loves you. You can tell. So
Giving you something to inspire, you know.
Yeah. He doesn't know that. See, back in the hair days, I'd have cut that up and modified that sucker, made it work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you do all of that?
Oh yeah. Had
So,
my-
real quick, last week we weren't on, and a lot of people had asked me about that, and I was telling everybody that we had so much going on that we needed to take a day off, but I have to come clean and say that it was Daytona Bike Week, and me and Keith went to Daytona.
some of us were in rehab.
Yeah. We took. Well, the band doesn't get a day off, and a lot of people, I don't think, realize. You always show up and the band plays, but so much work behind the scenes, and a lot of those shows, require rehearsal, and we don't really have a lot of time to rehearse, and so. I think how many days we playing? We had yesterday off, but how many days we playing in a row now? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, and then we have Monday off, Tuesday off, then it's back again on Wednesday.
Yeah, so the band works.
And this week it's Tuesday one show, Wednesday one show, Thursday two shows, Friday one show, Saturday two shows, Sunday two shows.
Yeah, good Lord. Yeah, so we're kind of busy.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's all, and only one of those shows we have. And then we also, throughout this whole time, we try to learn new songs because there's a Friday Night Live coming up, and there's a lot of people that.
Yep, March 28th. It's
same
only a
peop-
couple weeks.
Yeah, same people come to Friday Night Lives,
And the blues shows. And
so we got to learn new songs.
Yeah, and the blues shows are coming up starting next week.
I feel good about our blues set.
Yeah,
I think I think
All 3 songs.
Yeah, I think all 3 songs are going to be great. Just
Yeah,
play
and
them for an
you'll
hour.
probably get here and they'll say they're going to do those songs. Uh-oh.
No,
Yeah.
no, they. I don't. You think they'll? I'm going to do Crosscut Saw. You know that song, Eddie?
I heard you practicing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's an old Albert King song.
Yes.
I heard you
What was the
practicing
song?
it.
What
It
song
sounded
did you
good.
want to learn that we didn't learn? The Gas
one-
Station Chicken.
Oh, yeah. Gas Station Chicken. Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That was a good song.
T. Grant Brown's got a song called Memphis Women and Chicken. That's kind of a blues sing. I don't know if those guys. Heard.
It's Gas Station Fried Chicken is what I think it's called.
Oh, Gas Station Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you go into those, not so much anymore, but you used to go into those truck stops. They all
See,
smelled like fried
I
chicken.
thought about pitching a song, but I didn't know how well it would go over. You remember Albert Collins had a song called "I Ain't Drunk, I'm Just Drinking." Oh yeah, I have to
did?
play you that one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, maybe we'll put that one on for the next opening.
Is it that
Joe
kind of
Tex
song?
had one called Skinny Legs and All. Remember that? Remember that?
Oh, we got a Facebook question coming in.
Nancy Wallace wants to know, is Bobby taking any more song requests via email?
Yeah, we do the song requests for the classic country stuff. I mean, you can send in requests for anything if you want, really, but that's what I try to do is pick all the old classic songs from y'all, and that's what we did last year. Last time, the only song we stuck in there that was a song we play once in a while was 16 Tons, and I think everything else we play. But you know what I'm going to do? I think we should go play some of those songs for the Malpas Brothers this week.
Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be great.
Play the old Crazy Arms and Heartaches by the Number. Play that because those guys play all that old stuff, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, you could. It's song requests at obopry.com. And remember, it's just to send in your request that is not a complaint line for whoever sent me that. How many people? The show was sold out, so there's way over 500 people in here, and we tried to play all classic songs. Every song we played was at least 40 years old, some more than that, because we played a couple things that were popular in the 40s, and then some lady writes in a complaint. Well, you didn't play what I wanted to hear. Really? Okay.
But see, to kind of defend her is because I have mentioned that we need to do like maybe we need to put a caveat on some of these classic country nights and specify this is going to be this era, because I say that we need to do like a classic outlaws country, like a 60s and 70s, Waylon and Tom Paul and Willie and that kind of stuff.
It all depends. The toughest thing for me to do is try to decide what everybody's going to like, because
who cares what they like? I want to do what we want to do.
Well, it is what we like, because I'm going to get just stoned for this and hated for this, but I do not like Johnny Cash music. I know. It's probably just go listen to that record sometime, and then go listen to a Brooks and Dunn record and tell me. Go listen to Jackson. Every one of you folks that are here today, go home tonight and listen to the song Jackson.
You're getting letters. You're going to be
That's
cashing Johnny
okay.
Cash.
I'll take the heat.
We need to start we could do a website of songs you don't want to hear.
Yeah, songs you hate.
Right at the top
we'll
of the
play
list.
that,
We'll
yeah.
speak of Brooks and Dunn.
Eddie hates Neon Moon.
I'm crazy for fear.
Oh, but our boss loves that.
Yeah. We're putting the first 2 requests right
Hey,
on
do you
top
know
of
that? Here's a good story. There's a guitar player and a girl singer. They're in a band and they're traveling in Texas, and they get pulled over, and they've got drugs in the car, and so they get arrested and thrown in jail. And the cop gets up in the morning and said, "Listen, we take this thing serious in Texas, and you're both going to face the firing squad." And the guy goes, "Oh, God." So they go out there and they put him up, the guitar player here and the girl singer next to him. And they tie him up, and they get the firing squad out there. And sheriff goes up to him and says, "Listen, this is Texas, and so we'd like you to, have at least one last request. You just, one thing." He said, "And it's ladies first." The girl singer goes, "Man, I'd just love to sing Crazy one more time." He looked at the guitar player and said, "Okay, and what's your request?" And he said,
Shoot me first.
That's how guys feel about crazy. Everybody sings it. It's like, anyway, it's all right, I guess. I don't want to be beat up about it, but I mean, I kind of dig Folsom Prison Blues, but
Yeah.
I'm just not.
I like A Boy Named Sue.
Let's, yeah. Shel Silverstein wrote that. Do you know who he is?
Yeah.
Shel Silverstein wrote A Boy Named Sue, and if you don't know who Shel Silverstein is, he wrote almost every one of those Dr. Hook songs.
I like Get Rhythm. Get Rhythm.
He wrote Cover the Rolling Stone. He wrote Sylvia's Mother. All those big songs, that's who he wrote. Anyway, I don't want to say I hate Johnny Cash. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of that music. And sonically, again, go home with a true heart and listen to Jackson and tell me that that's really
Great song.
awesome. Johnny can't. The reason he goes, I'm not picking on him because but the reason he goes, is because he couldn't find the tone. Where am I? There, no, all over the place. It wasn't that good. You know who else couldn't sing harmony? Who told me this? Mickey Gilley. I worked for Mickey Gilley for a while. He had a big hit with Charlie McClain.
Heaven Tonight.
Anyway, he said he couldn't sing harmony.
Paradise Tonight. That's
Paradise Tonight.
Yeah.
He couldn't sing harmony, so I think it was Wes Hightower went in and sang the harmony part. They took it off the tape, sent it to Mickey. He went home and learned it as the melody, and so he learned just that melody, and that's how he came back and sang harmony. Because he could. Some guys can't sing harmony, Some people can. Where'd you learn to sing harmony?
Well, I played with my brothers.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
somehow, because you sing right, a lot of people don't.
Well, I sang along with my brothers. They would sing lead, and I'd have to, if I wanted to sing, I had to learn how to sing the harmony part.
But you could switch. I could do that. You could switch parts like that.
It took me. That actually took me a while to learn to go from the high third to the low fifth.
Yeah.
That took me a while in actual practice.
Yeah.
And actually, it was thanks to my wife Charlene. Charlene is a pretty good trained singer. So.
Yeah. Well,
Uh-oh.
yeah, Facebook question.
Interesting on from Kenny Nelson. Do you have a favorite session guitar player in the country genre or any other genre?
Oh, I got about 1 million of them.
Yeah.
Session guitar players. For people that don't know, when a lot of major records are made, it's usually the same players that are on all the records. So
Some cases, yeah.
yeah, everybody always goes to the staple Brent Mason, but honestly, one of my favorite session guitar players was John Jorgensen.
Oh yeah, John.
John, he was the lead guitar player on the band, the Desert Rose Band, and he was one of my biggest heroes growing up. I mean, I used to have a John Jorgensen guitar.
We toured with Desert Rose open for us for a while, and I'd go back and listen to him play "Hello Trouble."
Oh,
Listen to
man.
him play that solo every night. I was, as far as guitar, I was lucky enough to move to Nashville, and just like anything else in the music business, this is hot and that's hot. One day you're wearing a cowboy hat, next day you're wearing your hat backwards and all that, whatever. So when I first came to town, Reggie Young was the guy. He was playing on a lot of the records. And then I watched the changing of the guard go to a guy named Brent Rowan. And Brent Rowan came to town, and if you listen to those early Alabama records, because Jeff didn't play on those records, he came to town. Brent Rowan was playing on John Conley records and that stuff. And then Brent Mason came to town and, of course, wiped everybody out. But there was a lot of other guys. There's still a lot of other guys.
Oh, yeah.
James Burton.
Yeah,
was
Chris
my-
Lusinger, yeah.
There's a bunch of guys.
He played all the Garth records.
All
Chris
of
did.
Garth records is Chris Lusinger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so everybody kind of gets their, JT was Cornfloss was a friend of mine who
He was a
also
smoking guitar player.
played. There's one of my dearest friends is Steve Henson, and he's one of those guys that kind of spreads the gap because he goes out and tours but still plays on a lot of records. So it's
Kenny Greenberg.
yeah, a lot of guys that do that, a lot of different sounds, a lot of, and then if you can get a producer that likes you and likes your playing, then he'll use you a lot, unless you're somebody like Brent Mason that's just on fire, and then people will record without a guitar player and wait for Brent to show up and come and play his guitar parts later, when he's he's
When
kind
he's
of the
available.
cat daddy.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Woody.
Oh, right, I'm over here.
Yep.
I was going to say, once I remember you took me out to see a guitar player in Nashville. I think his name was Johnny Highland, and that guy he was pretty good too, if I recall.
I don't know. Johnny came to town a few years back. He's from Maine, and boy, he's just a blistering guitar player.
Oh yeah.
And started. There's a thing in Nashville that there's a guy there named I don't know if this is interesting or not. There's a guy that's played in Nashville named Don Kelly. Don Kelly's probably the honky tonk king of Nashville. All he's done is played the beer joints. He was playing the beer joints 6 and 7 nights a week when I moved to town.
Keith played with him.
Yeah, and everybody that comes to town wants to get a job with him so they can stay in town, make a little bit of money, and try to get jobs playing on records. And Johnny Highland played for him. I think Keith played for him. Anybody?
Brent Mason played for him.
Yep, Brent did. I remember when Brent played with him because he was playing down at the I can't think of the name of it. It was on Murfreesboro Road. It was a real rat hole. But Brent, I remember Brent was playing through 2 PV SP-130s, which is what I played through with Sawyer Brown. I remember he got the same amps I did. But I don't know what happened to Johnny. Johnny has moved back to Virginia or something. To be a professional studio guy, you have to be able to play this and that, and it's not all 100 mile an hour. How fast can you play? Johnny Highland may be the king of the chicken pickers, without a doubt, and he's a hell of a blues player too, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
So he goes out and does guitar shows and does
clinics.
Like
he does a lot of clinics.
A lot of clinics and things like that, where he may not be the guy to play on Reba McEntire's record, say, or somebody else's like that. I think Reba uses parts of her band now. So interesting, though, how all that all works out, because a lot of those guys. I mean, you guys probably have no idea who Brent Mason is, but every one of you have heard him play.
Have heard him play for sure.
1,000 times.
If you've heard anything by Alan Jackson or Brooks and Dunn, you've heard Brent Mason play.
Yeah, yeah. Dangerous, tell them about where they can find us, because you got the rundown good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, make sure that if you're watching us online, you're watching us either on YouTube or Facebook, but we do have an Instagram page. We also have a Spotify page. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to our pages, comment and share also. The more you share, the more it recommends us to other people and gets the word out to the different aspects of social media. So also make sure to download our Orange Blossom Opry app. We have a free app that's available on Google Play and the Apple Store. It's free to download, and it'll keep you informed of all our upcoming shows. You can purchase tickets right then and there. You can watch replays of the podcast, right. And don't forget to stay tuned for our Guitar of the Week premiere.
That's right.
After the podcast today.
And my people, folks, of course, be sure you join us on the Orange Blossom Opry on MySpace. So that's where. Yeah. That's where we are with my folks.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
The 8-track edition.
On the 8-track edition. It will be there. Hey, we have to run, everybody, but thank you all for coming out and joining us today. God bless all you folks for coming out there. And God bless everybody. God bless the USA. And come see us at the Orange Blossom Opry sometime, because you'll be glad you did.
Hey, everybody. My name's Dave. I'm a lead guitar player here at the Orange Blossom Opry in Weirsdale, Florida. They call me Dangerous Dave. And today we're going to have the very first of Dangerous Dave's Guitar of the Week. I've had enough questions of people asking about what all I use, and we have enough guitars that people keep asking us about them. So I'm going to go with you and show exactly what I'm using here at the Orange Blossom Opry with the house band. And my first guitar of the week is my main guitar, which is made by a company out of Nashville called Bluesman Vintage. This is called the Coupe. It's basically a Blackguard Telecaster style. It's super light. It's chambered. The whole guitar weighs about 5 pounds. Just your traditional Telecaster, Tele style guitar. Does all the cool country stuff. as far as my amp goes, I've had a lot of questions about this particular amp. This is a Bogner Ecstasy 3534. It's a 3-channel, 2-boost amp, so it does a little bit of everything. It has just about anything that you could possibly want an amp to do. Run it through a Bogner oversized open back vintage 30 loaded cabinet. My secret here, especially in a setting like this where it's a little bit smaller and volume is a main concern, I have a 2-notes torpedo captor, which is a load box that I run my amplifier into that keeps the volume from being overly loud on stage, but I send all the sound that I'm making to our front of house, and our sound man Nathan Smith does a great job making sure that I'm heard over everything else. Down here on my pedal board, all my time-based effects, my main effects is a Line 6 Helix HX effects unit. It's just basically reverb, delay, chorus, tremolo, anything that might have any kind of time relation would be affected by that. I have my amplifier controller, which is the 3 channels and the boost switch. I have an old Hermata Zen drive, which is a light overdrive. I use that for just a touch of distortion when I need like a country lead tone. I use that, and then I use a J-Rocket Archer Silver for my clean boost, which just makes everything louder. Then I use a visual sound volume pedal with that, and a Shure digital wireless. Just give you a little bit of idea how everything sounds. I make sure I have sound myself. Like I say, the Bogner is my main clean amp. And then if I need a boost, I just hit my J-Rocket. And then for like I say, for a clean or like a country lead tone, have my Zen drive. A little bit of distortion with the Bogner amp. And then for a lead, I have my boost. And then for a real heavy drive, I have channel 3. And then some of the effects that I use, I have a delay with a tap, so I can make it as fast or as slow as I want. Chorus for like a full sound. Tremolo for that classic. And then for my Wayland, I have a phaser. And then last, I have a simple harmonizer for when we're doing our Eagles stuff. Just kind of a cheating that way. Anyway, join me every week here on the Orange Blossom Opry Facebook page. We're going to be doing a Guitar of the Week every week after the podcast on Tuesdays, right about 11:15. I'm going to have some guests on every now and again. Going to be showing you some of our guitars and what we use to make it happen. If you have any questions or concerns, you can comment or email us here. And love to see you at the Opry. Hey, everybody.